Dearest friends and fellow conspirators of the birth of an embodied divine humanity, I want to share with you from my deepest heart a practice that will enable you to connect directly with the great love and joy force that is now flooding humanity, to give it the courage and passion and peace and resilience and stamina to live in joy and serve in joy and create in joy a new world out of the ashes of the old that is clearly being destroyed. I want to begin by perfuming your whole mind, heart, soul, and body with two clarion calls from the heart of two universal mystics, Rumi and Kabir. In these two we have our clearest, holiest, wildest, clearest, truthful guides to living in joy. Here is Rumi. If you are seeking, seek us with joy, for we live in the kingdom of joy. Do not give your heart to anything else, but to the love of those who are clear joy. Do not stray into the neighborhood of despair, for there are hopes. They are real. They exist. Do not go in the direction of darkness. I tell you, suns exist. And here is the great Kabir. My Father is the absolute Godhead. My Mother is the embodied Godhead, and I am their divine child, dancing for them both on their burning dance floor. The whole truth of the real path is in those words, and to help you experience that truth viscerally, beyond words or concepts, here is an ancient Hindu tantric practice that you can do whenever you want to connect with the great bliss that is always creating the universe, and that created you and lives in you as your essential source of divine love, compassion, energy, hope, strength. So now imagine above your head a pulsing golden sun, the sun of Ananda, the great bliss, the great joy, the great love, all in one, the supreme consciousness. And as you envisage that sun pulsing above your head, see that streams from it a liquid golden light that now enters through your top chakra, the Sahasrara, and as it enters, turns your brain to gold, unifying all of its different chambers into one golden chamber. And the light, the golden light of the sun of Ananda, keeps pouring down. And now it goes to the front of your forehead and kisses your third eye awake. You have a golden brain. Your third eye is awake in diamond light, and still the light goes on pouring. It pours into the whole of your head, and your head starts to radiate golden light, and your skin and your nose and your bones and your eyes. And the light keeps pouring down and goes down into your throat center. That is the center of inner and outer creativity. Imagine that center as a rich red rosebud that is kissed awake by the golden light and that opens and starts spreading its sublime fragrance all around you. Smell that fragrance. Smell the fragrance of the rose. And let the light go on and on pouring now, down your neck, down your shoulders, down to the end of your fingertips, and down, down, down into the depths of your torso, where it meets your heart center. And imagine that center now as a subtly blazing sun that answers the sun above your head, covered with black clouds, and see how that light pouring down has the tender, indomitable power to clear those clouds. So your heart becomes a pulsing sun itself and starts radiating golden light throughout your body to the bottom of your toes, above your head, and breaks all over around you to enclose you in a radiant cocoon of golden light. See that, know that, feel that. Laugh in every cell at the power of that. And the light keeps pouring and pouring and pouring, and now goes down into your hara, your stomach center, the place where the divine and the human meet in stability. And feel your hara as the light pours down as a clump of golden radiating wheat, solid and grounded, so that you are now stabilized indomitably in that center that gives you strength. And let the light go on pouring now, down into the bottom chakra, the Muladhara, the sexual center. And before it pours down into that sexual center, imagine that center as a brilliant white crystal smirched with dust. And see and know and feel how the pouring down golden light brushes away that dust. So what was turbid and turbulent with confused desire now becomes radiant with consecrated divine love. And let the light continue to pour down, my friends. Continue to pour down, down your thighs, down through the bones of your knees, down through the very end of your toes. And as it keeps pouring down, feel throughout your body, each of your billion cells dancing, as Kabir said, for both the absolute and the embodied Godhead. Both. And as it pours down now to the end of your feet, realize you have a golden body, you have a golden heart, you have a golden mind, you have an engolden soul. And you are now alive as the divine child of the One, the Father, Mother. You are now turned to the gold of the divine human, that human that knows he or she is divine, that lives in peace and power and sacred passion and sacred compassion, and above and always above all, sacred joy. And in the last act of this sublime practice that has been used for thousands of years by those who wish to be transformed completely, in this last act, turn in the 4 directions very tenderly and open your arms to all sentient beings in all worlds, and say in your own words, may all beings live in the great joy. May all beings be sustained and ennobled by the great joy. May all beings serve the great joy in the great joy. And rest in the subtle, pulsing glory of who you already somewhere are, and who you are destined by the will and grace of the divine to become, to rise to the majesty and terror of this world crisis with serene passion and dynamic peace.